Hi, I'm Patty.
I'm Kim Michelle.
And I'm Jill. Welcome to our podcast. It's a great day to talk.
Because honestly, what day isn't a great day to talk?
So join us in our conversation.
A Great Day to Talk is brought to you by St. George Design, offering complete website design, social media management, search engine optimization, Google and Facebook ad management, and many other digital and print marketing services. stgeorgedesign.com. And by Richardson Brothers Custom Homes, third-generation builders who have been building custom homes in southern Utah for over 25 years. They will take your dream home from concept to completion. Contact richardsonbrothers.com. The April Gates Group and Zion Canyon Real Estate have been specializing in helping Southern Utah clients buy and sell property for over 18 years. We can help you too. Call or text April today, 435-632-8869, 435-632-8869.
Hello, all our friend
Hi.
and relation out there. How are you? This is us. This is a great day to talk. I am Jill, and we've so missed you.
Yes, the every other week thing is great as far as like scheduling and whatnot. And I have a different thing I do on the opposite Wednesday, but
Right.
I miss doing this every week.
I know, because it's like we miss all the talk for
Yeah.
sure. We are so glad you're here. I am Jill, and to the lovely left of my left is the lovely Patricia.
Hello.
And we are missing tonight our right arm, dear Kim Michelle, who is having a fantastic adventure with her sweetheart. And we're so happy that they are having this fun adventure.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But we miss
Perfect
you.
time of year for them to be where they're at.
Yes. And we miss you guys. And we hope that you're enjoying every minute. We're thinking of you and sending love. And hello to all of Kim Michelle's relatives there.
Absolutely.
So how are you guys? How are you, Patricia?
You know, I'm good. We had fall break this weekend, which was awesome, but also just the air is amazing. This is one of my favorite seasons. I love fall.
Yeah.
I love the colors. It's definitely my color scheme.
It is all things spice.
I match fall.
You
I
do.
look best in fall.
All things spicy.
Yeah. But also, I think this should also be the same weather in winter.
Honestly.
If we could just have 85,
Yeah.
80,
80.
and then say like April, move it up to 85, 90, and then finish at 95, and then go back to like 70 to 80 in the fall.
I could 100% support that.
Yeah. I know there's places I could move that have that, but
I would need just a tad bit warmer when it's the summer so that
Oh,
when I'm
yeah.
out of the water.
yeah,
I'm not so-
100.
yeah,
It's
that would
great.
be okay.
100.
That's not a bad
100
thing.
in the summer.
Let's top off
Just
at
fine.
100.
Yeah.
You know, seriously, I loved fall even when I was a kid, but when I moved to New York, that was when fall became such a sensory experience. And it was weird because like it was a sensory experience when I was young, and I was telling my son this weekend how I remember the smells from when I was in kindergarten and earlier. We lived in a neighborhood that was really well established, and it was older and had big trees and great big monster leaves.
In northern Utah?
In northern Utah. And I can still remember the smells from then.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out of town this weekend. I took my son on a little getaway, a surprise getaway to New York City. And the trees and leaves in Central Park are the same thing. They're these great big monster leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And the smell was like this immediate kind of flashback. And so I had to go through the whole story with Max. And he's just like, okay, Mom, another story from the past. But I love it. I love the smell. And that was re-triggered when I moved to New York all those years ago.
Well, and I mean, in living where we live now, there isn't like a set season. I mean, there is to us. We know the seasons,
Yes.
but when people move here who actually had four specific seasons are kind of just blend. yeah, it's different. And I like New York. It's a season.
Yeah.
Fall,
Oh gosh.
the colors change. We have to drive. Like I mean, I grew up going up in the mountains to see the colors change.
Yeah.
You know, and we were up in Capitol Reef National Park this weekend,
Oh,
and
gosh, so
the
pretty.
colors were gold.
All the
they had
aspen quickies.
Yeah,
Quickies.
they hadn't gone. Nothing was really quite orange yet. It hadn't quite turned, but I bet in a few days,
Oh,
if we
yeah.
went back, it would be. But it was still beautiful.
It is. It's so pretty.
Cool in the morning, cool in the night.
Mhm.
Great
It's the best
in the day.
sleeping. It's the
Yeah.
best sleeping for sure.
For
and
sure.
here it's like air conditioner's still on during the day because we're sissy wimps. But then
Oh,
at
yeah.
night we
Uh-huh.
open the windows.
Well, and I wore a corduroy shirt today just because I've owned it for a while. And
You
I like
are.
had it.
You're in your
So I'm
festive
like,
fall
oh,
wear
I'm in
today.
fall wear.
We're
But
both kind of in fall wear
I
today. I don't know
certainly
what
did.
that
Yeah,
is.
you're in brown.
Browns. Weird.
Mhm.
I mean, not really, but
But yeah, being a redhead and growing up in where
The
I do-
desert.
yeah, I am a fall color scheme. Remember when
Yeah.
you used to get your colors done?
oh my gosh.
They would say you could only wear.
I cannot wear yellow. I still remember. I cannot
Uh-huh.
wear yellow, and I shan't not wear orange
Oh, okay.
because those are not my scheme.
So my older sister also has red hair, and her hair is a darker brown red.
Mm-hmm.
And our color schemes were different. I'm more of a spring.
Mm-hmm.
I can wear lighter colors, yellow, pink, peach, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was more of a fall, but I tend to enjoy fall. I heard my whole life, oh, redheads can't wear red. And but I had this great red sweater.
You wore it yesterday.
I wore red.
You do
I
it all the
don't-
time, and it's
I
not
just
all the
like
time,
it's
but
probably because I just
fantastic.
want to break the rules. But
Well, I wear white after September, so
yeah, I
And
wear
before
white.
May.
Yeah,
Mhm.
white after labor. Yeah, those are really strong rules.
yeah.
So I had a lady say to me, "Oh, you look good in red, and maybe not that red."
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, "This is my favorite red
Who
turtleneck."
said that?
Somebody I worked with. I don't even know.
Oh, that's so dumb.
I don't remember her name. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I do like to wear whatever I want to wear.
Right. Which kind of leads us into our, like, what we kind of wanted to talk about, because we don't get to talk about this but once a year,
Yeah.
and it's fall, and
Mhm.
it's all things fall and all things. Okay, I am a pumpkin spice fall girl.
Basic white girl.
Basic white girl. In fact, my sweet, well, my son's not the sweet one, but his girlfriend is the sweet one. She's up north going to grad school, and whenever she comes down, she'll call me and ask me if I want anything from Trader Joe's, because that is my favorite place. And every year Trader Joe's does all these fantastic new fall treats and breads and foods and yogurts and cream cheeses and bagels and all the things. And so she texted me, do you want me to pick anything up? And so I was just seeing if I could find my list here. But my list to her for my Trader Joe's order was ridiculous. And it wasn't even just 1 week in a row. It was like 2 weeks in a row. And I'm like a fall person.
Yeah.
As much as I protest to be summer, which I am. I mean, that's just like the core of me. But fall.
You're right.
So here's some of the things that she brought. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So pumpkin bagels, pumpkin cream cheese, pumpkin cookies, maple cookies, pumpkin yogurt, apple cinnamon spice yogurt, pumpkin brioche, pumpkin bread mixes, pumpkin pancake mix, pumpkin pancake gluten-free mix, pumpkin bread gluten-free dessert bread. Oh, pumpkin salsa.
What?
Pumpkin, it's actually called Harvest Pasta Sauce. That is to die for. A Cajun pumpkin sauce. These cute, adorable tortilla chips that are in the shape of maple leaves, and they're the three different, like the orange, the brown, and the yellow color.
But they're not pumpkin.
But they're not pumpkin.
They're corn.
But pepito salsa.
Oh, I do not know what a pepito is.
It is the pumpkin seed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, our friend here just had a pumpkin kringle from Trader Joe's.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
And oh my gosh, Di, she brought us a pumpkin kringle as well. And it is
Pumpkin
so
Pringle?
Kringle. Yeah,
Kringle.
so it's a Danish pastry.
Oh, yes, a Kringle.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And
Yes.
that was
I just gained
freaking
10
good.
pounds listening.
Seriously. And so that has been, kind of the bane of my existence. I go nuts for all things pumpkin. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I had a student years ago who was difficult, to say the least, for most teachers. But of course, he was my buddy. Right. I loved him, and still do. I don't get to see him much, but I know.
Do I know him? Or was he before?
No, he was there when you were there.
You'll initial me later.
I'll initial you later. Anyway, his mom knew he was difficult, and so she sent me some yummy pumpkin cookies.
Oh.
And of course, I got the recipe, and so now those are the pumpkin cookies I make every year is from his mom. And I haven't made them in the last couple of years, not because I don't want to eat them, but like I kind of feel over the time of my life to make cookies.
Oh, yeah. You need to give the recipe to Max.
Yeah.
Because, he goes through pumpkin phases, and the last 2 years were pumpkin chocolate chip bread.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you just need to send that recipe over to him, and he'll make them for us.
And you gotta, I have to have pecans in almost everything, but for
we
sure,
could stick a pecan in it for you.
a
pecan.
Yeah. So
Yum.
I need to pull that out again because, it was actually Justin Walker. If you know Justin Walker, if anyone out there listening knows my good friend Justin, it was his mom's
best recipe,
and she is a saint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, when I lived in New York, speaking again of that place, I ran across a recipe in a book that I bought when I was there that is pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and it's made with applesauce.
Oh, instead of oil?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
And they were like you said, you make Justin's mom's.
Yeah, for sure.
I made those for years and years and years and years, and they are so delish.
Right.
So I don't know. I just need to get my kid busy on it, although I don't, because then that just means
yeah, I'm like,
more
okay,
tasty
so
treats.
I used to be more involved in taking treats to my neighbors, and my kids were little, and we'd make cookies, and now I don't do anything like that.
Right.
And so, like, what am I going to do with all these cookies?
So eat them, right?
Right. Well, I can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
But I do want to point out that our friend Diane said, can never go wrong with a Costco pumpkin pie, which is the 100% truth. There's no reason to make your own pumpkin pie.
Do you know, Di, I saw those last night, and I see them every year, but I've never had one.
Oh, that's like, when COVID hit and we decided, okay, we can't have Thanksgiving as a family that year.
Right.
And it was very sad. And my mom was so sad. And so whoever was in charge of pumpkin pie, we didn't have a pumpkin pie at our house because we threw together Thanksgiving because we were going to share. We were sharing everything. And I'm like, well, it's just going to be us. What do we got?
Right.
And I always do a turkey anyway, and I always do stuffing. So that was fine. But we had to buy potatoes. And my daughter, my youngest, said, well, I'll just make a pumpkin pie. And she did. She made the crust. She made the pie. She made everything. And it was awesome. But in a pinch, make your own, fine. But honestly, go to Costco and buy their pumpkin pie. It's $6. And just all you have to do is make your own whipped cream, homemade whipped cream.
Yes.
And it's as good.
We've never done homemade whipped cream nope, we still have never done it.
Oh,
Judd makes pies. Di, believe it or not, Judd makes the pies because Savannah, my niecey, every year we have this little box. It's our thankful box that my friend Carrie made for us. And every year on a slip of paper, everybody writes on their own little paper what they're thankful for that year. And when Savannah, otherwise known as Dee Dee, wrote one year, she wrote that she was thankful for Uncle Judd's pumpkin pies.
Oh, so now he'll
never.
Right.
And like he always did it when everybody was younger. And my boys don't like pumpkin pies, so I would make a cake of some sort. One year it was a cake in the shape of a roasted turkey. One year it was a cake in the shape of a pumpkin pie.
Oh, cute.
And then one year it was cupcakes, and I with fondant made like a roasted turkey.
Oh my
and a
gosh.
pie. Back when I used to do crazy stuff like that. But even since then, Judd is like, I have to make the pies. I have to make the pies. Savannah wants the pies, but Savannah loves pies. And this year, Savannah is on a service. She's gone to do service for her church. And so she's not going to be there. So maybe we'll get Costco pie this year.
You really,
Maybe.
it's no different. Actually, last year, I said, I really think I'm going to make mini cheesecakes.
Oh,
for
wait, I think
Thanksgiving.
I remember this story.
Yes. And my friend who was coming to Thanksgiving says, that's over the top. You're just adding stuff to your pile. And
Right.
I'm like, I just kind of want to do it. It turned out to be super easy. My friend ate like at least 6.
Really?
Yeah, I made them again at Christmas or for something. I don't remember what else I made them for. But anyway, this year I want to make pumpkin cheesecake.
Okay.
Minis.
Okay,
Minis.
here's what you need, because Judd also makes pumpkin cheesecake, and he makes a raspberry chambord cheesecake. So those are the 3 for Thanksgiving. So he's got a fantastic recipe for pumpkin cheesecake.
Okay.
And honestly, the chambord one is freaking to die for too.
Okay.
So,
And
and
so
that
you add
one,
a little chambord to it?
yeah.
Yum.
Mhm. And then you do chocolate graham cracker crust.
Okay, I don't like that.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay, well then he's done.
Sorry,
done it.
I already hate it.
He's no, he's done, because you can't get chocolate graham crackers all the time.
No, you have to get the Oreo kind, the Oreo
No.
graham cracker.
We get the honey.
You just honey. Okay.
honey made. Yeah, but
I just don't like chocolate unless it's chocolate cake with nuts.
well then stick some chocolate cake.
And
No,
I just
do it
don't
with
like
the
I
regular.
don't like chocolate mixed in my stuff.
I know you're weird like that.
I know,
but
it's
that's
like
okay.
the Reese's. I like Reese's peanut butter cups, but I
She
eat
wants
the
her
chocolate
plain.
off or peel it off and throw it away, and then just eat the middle.
I just eat the Oreo and not the middle.
Oh,
We
or the
could share.
Reese's peanut butter cup or the Oreo.
The Reese's cup. The Reese's cookie. Or no, the Oreo cookie.
So Oreo cookies, I only want double stuff,
You want the Crisco and I want the cookie,
and then
so we can just share.
Reese's peanut butter. I don't want the chocolate. I want the peanut butter. I don't know.
We really
I'm
should get
53.
started
This is
talking
ridiculous.
about.
Okay, so
So thanks for that, Di. You need to text Judd and tell him we've just got to do Costco pie
Yeah,
for
seriously.
for ease.
So I started decorating for Halloween really early this year.
Did
and
ya?
you know why?
Yes, because you have babies.
Well, also Walmart and Target and Costco also started decorating.
Oh my gosh, I hate it when
Very
they start
early.
doing that so early. I know.
Yeah, like you can't even Halloween's over.
Well, it was over before October even started.
It drives
because
me nuts.
everything is in September.
Well, and I can't buy Halloween candy because I'll eat it. So
You
I
eat
have
it,
to
right.
wait.
Mhm.
And then if I wait too long, then the Halloween
Dumb
candy's
candy.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I really do wish they would wait a little bit. Let's get a season done and then do the next season.
How many of you
Like,
guys are
why
with
can't
that?
November 1st be Thanksgiving?
Honestly, how many are with that? Because I even have my children who you would think would be all excited about all the commercialism with, they just think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's like, could we even just have, like, why are we putting East or Valentine's stuff up before Christmas is even done?
Oh, I know.
It's so
The
ridiculous.
stores have Valentine's for sure.
They do.
Oh, we
Dye
got a
cheesecake
pumpkin
recipe.
cheesecake
Oh,
recipe.
Okay, I have to tell you about Di.
Thank you.
Di is the cook to beat all cooks.
Ah, nice.
She is amazing. And actually, Di, the cheesecake recipe, the Chambord raspberry cheesecake, cranberry raspberry Chambord cheesecake that Judd makes, came from Cooking Light.
Oh, I
Just
used to
FYI.
get the Cooking
Yeah.
Light magazine.
Yeah, it's from that. We've made it. He's made it, not me. I should
So
say.
for those younger listeners, a magazine is a publication
You
with
turn
pictures and
pages.
words, and you turn pages, and it
pages.
would mail to you. So you'd have to wait each month to get one in the mail.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it was a special thing, and to look at the pictures, like as
Yeah, if a
full
cookbook
spread.
doesn't have pictures, I'm out.
It's not worth it. But
Yeah.
Di is an amazing cook. And some of her most amazing things are, well, her popcorn is to beat all popcorn. Her broccoli salad is amazing. Her king cake for Mardi Gras.
Oh my gosh!
It's so
Why
good.
haven't I met Di?
You need to meet Di. Di is you and Di would rock star together.
Di, apparently, we're gonna be best friends.
We're gonna be best friends. So
Oh, 7-layer dip.
and her 7-layer bean dip.
I
That's
do.
where I learned 7-layer bean dip was from Di.
Oh my gosh. I make a 7-layer bean dip, and I made it recently, and I was so proud of it, and was telling my kids, I made 7-layer bean dip tonight, and they're like,
Did they count?
they're like, you've never made that, and I'm like, I make it all the time. They're like, we've never once seen you make 7-layer bean dip, and I'm
Yep.
all, I have absolutely made 7-layer bean dip.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of it, and neither of them said, nope, never
Never seen
once
it in our
I'm like,
lives.
well, I make it for parties you guys aren't at.
Yep. I have a life outside of you.
I'm like, I love my 7-layer
Yeah.
bean dip.
Di's is really great. Is really,
Of course
really great.
it is.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So if anybody needs any catering, please reach out to Di. That's Princess Di that my mom called her always.
Oh.
So, yep. Okay, so fall. We are like on a divergent trend.
Well, I have pumpkins. We
tangent
did the Staley Farm pumpkin patch last
How did
week.
the kids like it? How did the
Lo-
grandbabies
it was
like it?
it was so darling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did all the. There's like different. They've really expanded, so you can do. There's slides. There's climbing things. There's animals you can pet. I went on the little train ride where
Oh,
you
yeah.
squish into the thing.
barrels?
Yep, the barrels. We did that, and then we picked our pumpkins.
Were you there for the pumpkin drop?
No,
Because that apparently was a thing too.
I did not know about the pumpkin drop.
I thought it was a pumpkin drop.
That may have been
Maybe it was a pumpkin flame.
like the large pumpkin, and they.
I
Do you
think.
know, in 1992
It's the history of the
or
pumpkin drop, right?
91 in Orange County, we went to an Oingo Boingo concert on Halloween.
Did you really?
Yes, and they
That's the
do
best.
a huge pumpkin drop.
That would be
That
the
was
best
that's my
Halloween.
first and last pumpkin drop.
Wow.
31
I don't think I've ever been to
years
one.
ago. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know the last time I've done any kind of Halloween costuming for
Ugh.
myself that didn't include costuming for my children. Judd and I one year went to this great, amazing party that some friends had every single year. It was like great, big, huge. And they would have red carpet
Oh,
and
fun.
lights and everything. And you came dressed as, you came dressed whatever. And Judd and I went as Ozzy and Sharon.
That's fun.
It was totally great. And Judd
That-
had his long hair still. So that was fun. And then one year we went as, he was like Dracula with tattoos and had those tattoo sleeves.
Oh, right.
And I was vampire lady. But that's like, we've never really done that. But I know that my sister, they do like family costumes. And all of the kids, all 2 of the kids, and then Ashley and her husband, it's like a theme.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and their kids used to match. They'd be Star Wars together, and it was awesome.
Oh, really?
Halloween is not my favorite.
Yeah. It was never my mom's favorite. And so my dad loved it, but we just never really, I don't know, didn't really
So-
get into it.
Growing up, your Halloween costumes were homemade. And store-bought was awful. Homemade was
the bomb.
the bomb. And I don't sew a lot or at all.
you do too, some.
No, I can't. I don't. I can sew I can tie a quilt. That's it.
Right.
But
I think there's more,
but my sister and my grandma are exceptional seamstress, and my mom could sew too. And I remember my mom hired a lady to sew. I was Raggedy Ann when I was young,
oh.
and it was the most darling costume. But I always had these elaborate costumes, and then
Wow.
my sister sewed her kids elaborate costumes
my
because she's
word.
super creative and talented that way. And I was like, okay, kids, let's go to my sister Julie's
Let's go
house
find out what we're
and
gonna
look at
be."
her Halloween. You could be anything in this closet.
That's
And
awesome.
so they used a lot of her costumes, but then it wasn't so taboo to buy a costume at Kmart. We had a Kmart.
You did back
Smell-
in the day.
yeah.
But wait a minute. I have to think because you're only a year younger. So where I grew up, it was always cool to get the costumes that were in the box that had the face masks, the plastic face masks, and then the plastic clothing type thing. Did you guys
Okay.
not do those down here? That was how we did it up there.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't actually. I just remember Raggedy Ann. I don't remember past that. I honestly, and I just never liked it. In fact, my sister-in-law always she always did Halloween parties, and she loved Halloween. It was her favorite holiday, and they would have just amazing costumes, and Riley and I'd throw something together, and I never liked anything. And now our friends are trying to get us to go to this Halloween party, and I'm like, I can't do
out. It's
a
a Monday
costume.
night. I'm out.
Well, it's a Friday night party up at the Ledges, and it
Oh.
has a band. It'll be fine, but I just don't have costume.
Envy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. And as a teacher, I feel bad about this, and it's probably because I'm too vain. But I don't wear costumes to school on Halloween when it's, I teach
When
high
it's
school.
Halloween. Yeah, I don't.
And we have friends who do, and they dress up, and it's so cute, and I love that they do that. But I can't put myself out there in that way.
I'm not this. I'm the same. I don't, and for me, it's because I just don't have the energy to do.
Well,
That
do you
kinda
remember?
stuff
Do you remember our
anymore.
friend Jason who was?
Jason. Yes,
yes.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, he
We
had.
miss you, Jason Jones.
We do, and he had
Always.
awesome costumes.
Always. And his room was always spooky music, and he'd pass out candy and all the
And
stuff.
do you remember when Lynn was Cruella?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. And if anything, I might wear some skeleton earrings. That's like as festive as I get.
Sometimes I'll hang my little sign that
Crazy, I'm crazy.
you are. And my little sign says the witch is in. I'll hang that, and that's pretty
Yeah.
on the edge. Well, we know there's Halloween. So it seems to me like fall is broken into two categories. It's the Halloween or the seasonal fall.
Mm-hmm.
So, Patty, I think I know that you're more of a Halloween decorator. Like
Yes.
you decorate towards the spooky
Yes.
and the traditional Halloween.
Yes, I can decorate my house. For
I
sure.
decorate for the fall stuff. Like since the kids are grown, I don't decorate for Halloween. And we're the old curmudgeons that turn off our lights and we're not home. I mean, we leave
Because you don't want to get
every
up and
year 'cause I
down.
don't want to have to get up and down. Well, our neighborhood is really a lot of people that are
Older, right?
older. Yeah, there's not a lot of kids, but what ends up happening is a lot of people will bring their kids up to our neighborhood and kind of drop them off. But there's not fun trick or treating. So since the boys were little, we would go to our friend Amy's neighborhood that was just booming
With kids.
kids.
Yeah.
and trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat till like there's still more houses to go and the kids are dead and we're dead. But we've always just been in the habit. Like we've never had to buy Halloween candy.
Oh.
We've never had to feed trick or treaters because we've never been home. But we will be home so no one can come and there will be dogs at our house guarding
Yeah.
our house.
Well, we've been out of town the last 2 years for Halloween.
Yeah.
But we'll be home this year. So I'm sure I'll be trick or treating with the grandkids.
Well, yeah, you've got that situation
We
going
have
on.
two grandkids that will be fun to take around this year. So I don't know. Our neighborhood's full of kids, so we'll probably. I don't know if we'll be at our house or we'll
We're
be
all
at
over the
someone
place.
else's house.
You'll be over
or
in
what-
the new neighborhood.
Yeah.
You'll be over in the new neighborhood with
Probably,
the kids.
yeah.
Because there's going to be tons of young kids over there.
Yeah.
It's always fun to go trick. Like if you're taking kids, it's fun to be where there's a lot of kids.
What I love is I've trick or treated in flip flops and shorts and t-shirts so many times.
That's the first year I did that here was, I mean, I had to send pictures to my friend Beck used to say.
Because you're
Look
like,
at me. It doesn't happen. It doesn't
No,
happen
you
there.
can't see their costumes because they're in a coat.
And it was like that growing up in Salt Lake.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So it was like you had to decide if you're going to put your costume on over your coat or just put your costume under your coat.
Right.
Well, so you're a Halloween decorator then.
I do.
I'm a fall decorator.
I take a few things down
Mm-hmm.
and put like one or two things back up, Thanksgiving up. So
Yeah.
so you're good to go.
I'm good. I'm good for 2 months.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And then the day after Thanksgiving, as soon as, well, it's not the day after because we still have family here, but as soon as that's done, then
We move on.
we move on to the Christmas decor.
I know, and I'm getting my Christmas lights put up November 14th.
Mine are going up. Yours are going up before Thanksgiving.
I know.
Dang it.
Because I
He's coming the day after
Booked.
Thanksgiving.
see that's a great day. Mine
Yeah.
are just going to sit there. I won't turn them on.
Right. Well, and that makes sense too. But then I think about all the fall decors out there.
Yeah.
We're so first world problems. This
I
is so
know.
dumb.
I know it's so dumb. What are we going to do?
I don't
Our lights
know.
will be up early.
Sean.
Sean's like, I'm going to Jamaica. Let's get this shit over with.
It's true.
One of the things we do usually Thanksgiving weekend, if it's our year to be in St. George for Thanksgiving, is we go hunt Christmas
Yes,
trees.
you do.
And it's forced family fun for everyone but Riley. And I think that our kids will look back on it and go, "Oh, we gotta cut down a tree because that's what we did." And
Yeah.
they'll do that. My youngest daughter bought a pre-lit tree and was so happy about it. And I'm ready to go that route. And I mentioned that, and I got shut down.
Yeah. I can imagine because that's what you guys have always done.
It's not me.
We only did that for a couple of years and it was too much work.
Oh,
And I'm happy to announce, gave birth to our brand new artificial tree 2 weeks ago.
oh, nice.
So it's done.
So I don't even know if I'll put up a tree. I will.
You have to. You have grandkids.
I'll put up a tree.
That's the law.
But we don't have our kids for Christmas.
they're all
They're all going to the
they're
in-laws.
going up. And,
We have three.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have 3 kids. They're
Okay.
all married. It's their year to be gone.
right.
So I haven't figured that out yet. It's our first year to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I'm all, do we go to Mexico? What do? We got to go somewhere. Why are we?
Yeah.
I don't need to be here. Christmas is a day. It's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful
Yes.
day. We'll celebrate at some point with our kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it might be the week before or weekend before or some day designated that we'll do Christmas with our kids. And then they can go be with their in-laws
Yeah.
without any like pressure. I don't want my kids to have to do 2
right.
in one day.
Right. It's
I want
so
them
hard.
to just focus on that one thing. And because,
Well,
yeah.
and honestly, I remember having to make the trek up to Salt Lake. And I remember the year that we decided we were going to start creating our own family traditions and not drive up. And it was such a great thing because then it suddenly became about no pressure, no stress, no,
yeah,
like, I mean, that's
there's
not to
enough
say
of
there was
that.
no.
There's enough of that anyway.
Yeah, with all the other things. But to be home and I mean, our thing is when we are home is like we're in pajamas all day, except for poor Judd who really is like, can somebody please go for a walk with me? Fine, I'll just take the dogs. But it's like that. It's the relaxation of not having to go
Mm-hmm.
and do. And yeah, that's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone's listening or not, or if anyone could comment. But what are some things you guys do that help alleviate the in-law outlaw this year, that year?
Yeah. What are
Christmas
strategies
stuff,
that are used for
so
your
you're
family?
not racing from one to the other? I don't want to do that, and I don't want 2 Thanksgiving dinners.
Right.
And
I told
yeah.
you how we do it now.
yeah, you do it on Saturday. It's a dinner. It's a meal. It's a great time to get together and be thankful and
Yep. We did that
enjoy
because
people. But if
Yeah.
it's not enjoyable and you're trying to race from one thing to another,
that's exactly why we did it.
yeah.
Yeah, we did it so that, everybody could be where they felt they needed to be or wanted to be, or, there was no pressure to be here or there. And Saturday is like, so this year is our second annual Saturday
Well, and
Thanksgiving.
you've hosted Thanksgiving for years.
Yeah. And so everybody, not everybody, but most of our family's coming again.
Will your dad come?
I'm hoping he will choose to.
Okay.
We talked about it. I'm hoping he will choose to, because it was really.
He came last year.
He came last year. Yeah, he flew down last year. So hopefully he will choose to do that this year too. So it's just nice. It's just nice because it takes the pressure off. And like, I really enjoyed having the day or two after school let out, and because that's
right,
like craziness.
It's the very
anyway,
next day. Yeah.
and not having to.
Wait, do we have Wednesday off?
We do.
Oh, that's not. Yeah,
'cause
that's right.
We had to work to cover that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we've switched it up, and everybody really liked it. Everybody really liked
Right.
it. So now all the sibs that are up north that do things don't have to do the alternating thing. They can do both if they want, or they can do none if they want.
Well, this last year was our turn to be up north, but our up north family decided to come down.
That's right. And they
So-
had their thing out at the ledges, right? They rented out there, but then
They
came.
did, but they so Thanksgiving dinner was at our house, but we had it on Friday.
That's right.
So I was able to hit my side Thursday, Riley's side Friday.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then spent the weekend with just getting out. They came down for the good weather for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You can have Thanksgiving dinner outside. We've had
That's what
Thanksgiving
is
outside.
so great, isn't it?
Yeah.
So great.
Right.
I think
It's
we're going to
amazing.
try that this year too. I don't know. It's so crazy because we look at all these holidays. We look at the fall rolling in, how beautiful it is. And we look then immediately after that, it's boom, boom, boom. We go October holiday. We go November holiday. We go to December holiday. And well, I so look forward to it. I always have these like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so beautiful and wonderful. And then we get here and it's almost overwhelming stress because there's so much condensed in such a short period of time.
And others' expectations is what I wrestle with.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's so true. Even my own expectations. But last year, the thing that I finally had to do because I could not handle being in charge of and overseeing and hosting and planning all the things, because we have
Right.
a lot of traditions at our house during this time of year.
Yes, you do. You have a lot. They're all very important to each
They
of
are
you.
very important. And so I finally had my little breaking point, as you may or may not remember.
I do, and I love it. I love
Anyone
what you
that
did.
was around me during the last couple of years. I just finally said, look, okay, if there's this list of all the things that we've always done and everybody loves them. So everybody gets to decide which one of these many traditions that I have decided to start that we've had all these years that you want to be in charge of.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to be in charge of one, that's great. And if you do want to be in charge of one, pick the one you want to be in charge of. So it worked out so great last year.
Yeah.
It worked out so great because we have Christmas Eve morning breakfast up in Salt Lake. Then we drive back. Then we have Christmas Eve dinner with making homemade
Very
sugar
specific
cookies.
things, yeah.
Very specific foods and very specific things. Then we have Christmas morning breakfast with beignets and brunch. And then we have Christmas dinner. And then before that, on the 20th, we have Yule Day. And then, of course, later followed by New Year's Eve. So I just couldn't do it anymore. And I said, okay, from Yule Day to Christmas dinner, pick one. I'll do charcuterie board on Christmas Eve for dinner. And we're going to make our Christmas Eve dinner, which is a very special thing, and put that on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day.
Yeah, instead of race home and try and do that.
Yeah, drive home from breakfast up north.
Which is still crazy to me.
And we did that and have done that for years.
Yeah.
For years. And I think I had a little snapping moment.
Well, we went from 4 people to 10 people overnight.
Yeah, you did.
And
New stockings every year. Like chunks of stockings.
I know. It's awesome. I love it. So everyone has their own stocking with their name embroidered now, but there's 10 of us. And if they all stay at our house, I was mad. I ended up doing all the cooking and cleaning and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't because it was just that I did it. It wasn't anyone's fault. I just took over that.
Exactly.
And so this last year, and actually the last couple of years, I'm like, okay, here, we're all going to be together for Christmas. Here are the meals. Do you want this breakfast or this dinner? And everyone signed up for something. Riley and I signed up for Christmas was like on a Thursday or Friday. We signed up for Sunday morning breakfast.
Awesome.
It was cereal.
That's so great because you food it out.
Because
by
everyone's
then.
leaving. No one's hungry. And I of course helped a little bit with everything. And I'm like, I'll buy all the ingredients.
Yeah.
Just, I don't want to cook
That's
or clean.
how I do. Yeah.
We had the guys in charge of Christmas Eve dinner.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
And so sometimes they were in charge of more than one thing.
I love it.
It worked out great. I wasn't mad. I didn't have to leave and sleep at my friend's house, which I've done over Christmas before. Yeah, I hate all these people, so I'm leaving.
We just have created our own.
It's our own
perpetual
stuff.
hell during the holidays, haven't we?
Our own expectations really is what it is. So
bottom line, what do you think?
Well, I think pre-plan and conversation.
Pre-plan and conversation.
Yeah. What are the expectations? What does everyone want to do? How do you want to help? Or how can I help as the mom? How can I help you kids? Because we all have adult kids now. How can I help you guys keep these traditions? Which traditions do you want? And how can I help you?
Yep. And that's, I'm excited to see how it goes again this year. In its second annual Saturday Thanksgiving and second annual pick your holiday tradition.
Once I used to like to have everything at my house. No, it's got to be at my house. Right. I don't know why. And once I went, why does it have to be at my house? And I was like, yes, I would love to come. Can I bring a salad?
Right.
What in the hell have I been doing all these years trying to do everything? And I'm sure I got that genetically because my mom likes to have things at her house because she's good at everything. And I just thought that's how it was.
Right.
But it was definitely a sense of freedom to give that up. There's no reason for it. And to give my kids the opportunity to host
kind of step into it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think I wonder what everybody will pick this year.
Yeah, I got to pick a date. I got to figure out when we're going to celebrate Christmas.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to be not on the date.
Yeah.
Well, ours will be on the date, and then we may be skedaddling. We may be like getting out of town for a couple of days.
Awesome.
Kind of shake things up a bit there too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, whatever you do, may it bring you peace.
And joy and fulfillment. And remember to enjoy the memories as opposed to focus on the work.
Yeah.
All that it brings.
Absolutely. Like, what are we doing these traditions for?
Yeah. All of them.
All of them.
Halloween too.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
I think it's fine to revisit the meaning of all of that as we age, and what does it mean to me, and why am I hanging on to it if I don't need to?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's gonna be happy Costco pumpkin pie.
Yeah. And I thank you for the pumpkin cheesecake recipe, but I now also need your 7-layer dip.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got to have her, and you got to have her broccoli salad.
Oh my, okay.
Her broccoli salad is the best broccoli salad.
Coming on the podcast next time and telling us her recipes.
All about the tasty treats.
Well, we definitely miss Kim Michelle, but we're so happy that they are on this journey this week for them because they need it.
Mm-hmm. And we're loving you guys from here.
And love your pictures. So thank you. Keep posting.
And Sean, have a fantastic Jamaica.
Florida/Jamaica.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
I will not think of any of you.
Oh. Well.
What if I sing? What's the song about Jamaica? I know some. I'm not very good.
Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Dreadlock Rasta. Come on, Di, sing it with me. bought to America. Something, 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 something.
I know there's a better Jamaica song.
Yo.
No, that's a good
Whoa,
one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What
La
was it?
la 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 la.
Wah, 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 wah,
He's gonna turn
wah.
us off.
Oh. Good job, Sean.
Way to
Happy
go.
trip.
Happy
Thanks,
fall, y'all.
everybody. Enjoy the season for the reason that is fall.
Diane, no buffalo soldier.
Thanks for listening to It's a Great Day to Talk.
Be sure to follow and subscribe to us on your favorite podcast platform.
And until next week, get out there and talk.
This has been a production from a podcast studio.